Hey everyone, this is Angie at StampingWithAmore. Welcome to my channel. Today is card day, so I am going to be doing, I thought I needed a little bit of an explanation because I am using one fold, but I'm also doing two separate cards. So today it might be a little bit longer video, so be patient and stay and watch them both because I think they're so cute. And I am using one bundle. It's going to be a really fun card, so I hope you enjoy it. This is the bundle that I'm using, and it's one of my favorite, actually, this mini catalog. And don't forget, celebration is going on right now. So for every $50 you spend, you are going to get a free choice in the celebration brochure. If you don't have a demonstrator and you would like a copy of the catalogs, please email me. It's on my blog at stampingwithamore.com, and I will get one out to you. So this is the bundle. It is the Snailed It. It's so cute. I love this. I hope you can see it because my lights are not perfect here. So I hope you can see that. I know you've probably seen it around. It's been very popular, and then these are the dies that we're using for it. And I did a lot of prep work, so you won't have to sit through a whole lot of prep work. So anyway, let's go ahead and get down to the craft table, and I will show you these two cards. Okay, so these are the cards that I'm sharing. This one is an easel card, and it opens like this, but it does lay flat to put in a regular size envelope, but he goes up like that, so you can see how he looks just like that. Isn't it adorable? I love this bundle so much. And then this is the other one that we're making. This is a 4x4, but I'm going to show you a super quick, easy way to make this card. Just using your regular 5.5 by 4.25. But look at that. Isn't that adorable? And I love these little figures. You can cut these out with the dies, by the way. Oh, I had to fussy cut him, but the snails you can cut out of the designer series paper. But these, I also use the die to cut those out, and all these little pieces as well. And I did a lot of that ahead of time, so you didn't have to watch me do them all. Basically, I want to show you how to do these cards because they're so fun and they're so quick and easy. And for the longest time, I was afraid of fun fold cards, but I am just having a ball with them now. All right, so for the first one, we're going to do the easel card. So you are going to need a regular 5.5 by 4.25 card base. And then what you're going to do, I already scored this. So what you're going to do with this, and by the way, this is our new basic white cardstock. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love how the blends color on it because this is a little bit whiter than our Whisper White used to be. And I just love, I love this new cardstock. By the way, now when you order, you have to order the basic white. So if you've been around a long time and have been used to using Whisper White, now you have to look up under basic white. All right, so this is the basic card, and then I scored it in half at 4.25, and then you're going to score it again at 2 1/8, the front panel. So this is going to be your card base. Look how super easy that is. So I am matting this. So to mat it, you are going to need, I'm matting just the back with a plain Bermuda Bay. So this piece is 5.25 by 1 3/4, and all of these matte pieces are the same. They're all 5.25 by 1 3/4. So you do need 3 of those. And then if you want to mat it with your designer series paper, these are 5 1/8 by 1 5/8. And the designer series paper I didn't tell you about is the snail mail. Oh my goodness. So this is on that one, I cut him out by hand, fussy cut him. So if you have a scan and cut, you can cut him out, and all of these out with the scan and cut. But this one has a die, so you can cut this out with the die. And then there's another one that you can cut out with the die too, which is this one right here, the little snail mail one. So if instead of coloring it and stamping it, you can just cut it out of the designer series paper. All right, but it's such a cute, the paper is just so adorable. So let's go ahead and mat these. So I'm going to mat all 3 of these. And if you want to mat this piece, if you want to mat it with designer series paper, you can do that as well. I just decided to keep that side plain just for a little bit of interest, a different look. So we're matting all these pieces. You can also make these larger if you want less of a border. I love the white border on it. I'm loving the white, how stark white this is. And then this is going to go on the inside panel. I love this fold. There are more than these two that you can do, styles of cards that you can do with this fold. So that's going to be our little mat, and this is on the inside. Now on this one, I put a sentiment, and this is the sentiment I used from the Massive Thanks. And I told you I was just using one bundle, but I wanted to send this as a thank you to someone. So this says the Massive Thanks, and I used the, well, all I can say is thanks, and then this is, I usually send a text, but this calls for a card. So I love that. It's so cute. That's the only different sentiment I used on that. So I stamped the inside as well. All right, let's get our mat here on. And make sure you're going in the right direction if it's a directional pattern on your designer series paper. And then we're going to put this mat on the bottom. Oh, I think I cut this too big. Okay, so we're going to do this again because I cut that piece too large. So we're going to mat this bottom piece now. That is much better. I don't know how I did that, but I do that a lot. I miscalculate. So, okay, that's going to work like that. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you everything I used to cut this out. So the die has this little, it looks like a postage stamp. So it is this die right here, that one right there. So I cut that with the basic white. Then I stamped with this mushroom, and I'm going to show you something else I did with this. So I stamped this one and I cut it with the dies. It has a die also. And then I cut I cut 4 little hearts, but it looks like I'm missing one. Oh no, here he is. It's stuck on my finger. So this is the die right here that I used for that, and I used the real red. So what I'm going to do with the mushroom is, because I didn't want these to be too big, so I just fussy cut around it and cut those 2 pieces off, just so I have the little mushrooms like that. But you can use the whole thing if you want. So we are going to stamp our snail. And you'll notice my snail, when you stamp it, it has the "You've Got Mail," but we're going to mask that. And I'm using purple tape because I just want the snail. So I'm going to mask that off. And then I'm going to stamp that. So if you haven't seen this before, that is masking. And then you're going to be sure to take off the tape before you go ahead and stamp, or you are going to get a big mess. So we're going to stamp him in the right side corner here. And we're just going to get our little snail. I'm going to use the hello stamp. And we're going to put that right here. Ah, I messed that up, but that's all right. Pressed down way too hard. But let's see. Let's put the heart on this side this time, and it'll cover up that mistake. See how we do that? So we're going to move the heart on this one, and we are going to put it on over that mistake I made. All right, now I'm going to color this, and we are using our blends. And like I said, I colored this one too using my blends. So I used Real Red Flirty Flamingo. I used Granny Apple Green, and I think it's Daffodil Delight. No, Mango Melody. So that's what I used for that one. This one's super simple coloring. I'm just using Real Red for the heart. I love this snail. He's so cute. He is going to have a Flirty Flamingo body, which I am using the light for this one. And I think I'm going to use the blunt end for this. Because I can get it in between here. And then I'm just going to go around the little dots, just kind of emphasize those little dots there with the dark. And then I am going to use the Mango Melody, and is this light or dark? This one is the light. And I'm going to just color his shell. And it's super simple coloring if you just want to do some simple coloring there. Now for this part, I am going to put him kind of in the middle, pretty much in the middle, and you are only going to put adhesive on half of this. So I am going to put that down here. You don't want it to attach to this piece because you want it to pop up like that. But you do want it to be in the realm of this card. You don't want it to go over it, so you can put it in a regular envelope. This is why I love the multi-purpose glue, because if you don't get it perfectly straight, you can move it with that glue. So I'm going to grab some dimensionals, and we are going to put some dimensionals on the back of our mushrooms. This set is so stinking adorable. I just love it. And we're putting those right there. And then to keep this up, you need something that is popped up here so it holds up your easel when they get it. And so that's why I used these hearts, and I think I used the mini because these are too big. These big ones are too big. So let's grab the mini ones. I'm messing it up. Okay, so let's put these mini ones on here. These mini ones come in so handy. And then I'm just going to put, let's do one in the middle first so that we get them pretty even. But you can see already how it holds it up. So you could just use one if you want. And then I'm going to put one on this end and then one on the other end. These cards actually go pretty darn quick, and they're so fun. So there he is. That one's all done. And then when you want to put it in the envelope, just fold it flat, stick it in your envelope, and you're done. But it makes a really cute little card. So that's our little easel card with the fold. And then we're doing the same. Scoot this all out of the way. And I'm going to grab all my stuff I need. So I did the same, and I did do a bunch of my fussy cutting and stuff out. So once again, I did this at a 5.5 by 4 1/4 card base. We're going to fold it in half, and you're going to score that at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. Now on this one, we're folding it this way. So instead of the other way like we had it for our easel card, we're folding it the opposite direction. Now I'm bringing my trimmer up here. Don't look at it because it's a mess right now. It needs to be clean. So what you're going to do here, you're making a 4 by 4 card. So I'm going to open this up, and you are going to line it up on the 4-inch mark. And you are going to cut. Now you have your little inside piece right here. It's going to go this way though. So you see how that works? So it's so fun. Super easy too. And I love 4 by 4. You know, if you followed me very long, I love 3 by 3 and 4 by 4. So we're going to mat this. And so this is 1 inch by 8 3/8. We are going to mat this little bar part right here. Make sure you got it the right way, because like I said, it's going to go this way on your card. So make sure you mat that. You can make this a little bit wider if you want. I like it a little bit narrower. All right, and so this is going to be our little inside piece. All right, now we are going to mat this as well. I'm matting all 3 sections here. Okay, so to mat this piece, you'll need a piece that is 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. And we're matting that. What is that? And then this piece, the Designer Series paper, and this is all the same Designer Series paper, by the way. It's just the opposite side here. This piece is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay, so the next thing we're going to mat are these 2 pieces right here. And these pieces are 3 7/8 by 1 7/8. So we're going to go ahead and put these on. We're using a different pattern on the inside piece. I just wanted to make it a little bit more interesting. So that goes on here. And then this one's going to be our front piece. And these 2 are 3 3/4 by 1 3/4. I'll put all these measurements on my blog because I'm hoping that I'm telling you all the right measurements, because sometimes, oh my gosh, I forget. So I'll post them all on my blog, all the right measurements. All right, so that one's for the inside there. So now we are going to attach our little bar that goes across here. And what I'm going to do is, you don't want it on these 2 pieces, so I'm going to just put the adhesive on here, on the bottom. And then this is going to attach here. Just line it up to the bottom and to your side. And make sure it's dry before you go ahead and attach. We're going to attach this piece. But this one, we're going to go ahead and put the adhesive on this side. And then this is going to line up on the other side here. On the bottom and the side, line those up. And then you have your little fold. You might want to reinforce these because you have a lot more layers now. And then there's your little bar. You can decorate this however you want, but I love this little mailman snail. I think he's so cute. So we are going to pop him up with some dimensionals. And like I said, I did fussy cut him out of the Designer Series paper. And we'll put him here. And then here's the little envelope. This is in the dies too. It's a little envelope and it folds. It's got the score lines and everything on it. So I'm just going to use a glue dot to put this together. It just worked really, really good, and so we're going to do it that way. So you're going to put one in the center there, and then I put one more. And then there's your little envelope. This one we're going to put on the outside, so I'm going to put it right here. So I'm going to use some adhesive. We're going to stick that on at an angle right there. I'm going to also use the hello on this little one here, and this is the letter, and it does come in the dies as well, and I did it in the basic white. We're going to use the Memento black for this one. And I think I put it to the left so I could put my little heart on there. And once again, it's a good thing I'm messing this up on the right side, because I am going to add my heart right over that again. You can use a glue dot or just use the liquid glue. So this will go right in your envelope, just like that. I think it's so sweet. And then all of these we are going to use dimensionals on. So we'll put one on each. And then I'm just going to put those here. And remember how much dimensionals you put on, because if you don't want the bulk in your card when you mail it, you might want to leave off the dimensionals. And this one's just a plain envelope. Oop, I got these dimensionals everywhere. And you can also, I need my Whisper White for this. I stamped the Happy Mail inside. I'm just going to use a piece of scrap with Memento Black. And I'm just going to fussy cut that out. Can't get any easier than straight lines, right? All right, and we are just going to use, I am using Dark Pool Party, and I'm going to color the envelope. Just because this color is in the Designer Series paper, so I like to match everything. All right, so now I'm going to put this on the inside right here. You can put a sentiment right there or whatever you want, but I am just going to put Happy Mail enclosed. You can put a sentiment on the inside here, wherever you want. So that's it. Isn't this a fun card? I love this one, and I love 4x4, so I thought this one was super cute. All right, and then here's our other one. So there you go, one fold, 2 different cards. I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. Have a blessed day, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later, everyone. Bye.